The beach that should have stayed quiet, Gilgo Beach, had always been a place associated with calm. Families grilling on summer weekends, fishermen casting lines at sunrise, waves that erased footsteps within minutes. But on December 11, 2010, peace died there. Officers weren't searching for a murderer, only a missing young woman, Shannan Gilbert, who'd vanished months earlier after calling 911 and crying, "They're trying to kill me." Instead, they found a burlap-wrapped body buried in the sand, not hers. Within days, 3 more bodies surfaced, same method, same disposal. Same coastline, like a graveyard arranged by someone who wanted them found eventually. But not yet. This wasn't chance. It was the beginning. For victims, one signature: Melissa Barthélemy, Amber Costello, Maureen Brainerd Barnes, Megan Waterman. All vanished separately, all worked online escorting, all contacted through burner phones. The killer used controlled language, calm, direct, never emotional. He negotiated short meetings, never extended conversation, never gave a traceable detail. He knew how long police would take to respond. He knew what victims wouldn't report, someone patient, someone calculating. Not a man who snapped, a hunter who planned. Years of stagnation, silence, and fear. After initial discoveries, progress slowed to a crawl. Search teams battled unforgiving marshland. The ocean destroyed evidence faster than investigators could collect it. Winter ice, summer storms, even animal activity eroded remains. Families begged for answers. Long Island residents avoided the beach after sunset. The killer didn't need to strike again to spread terror. The unknown itself was enough. With no arrests, no suspect, and no clear motive, the case began to rot under time. Every day without answers felt like permission for him to do it again. More bodies, no pattern anymore. In early 2011, 6 more sets of remains were found. Some dismembered, some not wrapped at all. One toddler, unidentified for years. Were these early LISK kills, late ones? Or were there multiple killers using the same dumping ground? Investigators publicly refused to rule it out. Private detectives believed at least 2 separate months existed, and the press, they amplified fear. One beach, 1 decade, many victims. Long Island changed forever. The phone calls no family should hear. What made this case different wasn't only the bodies, it was the voice. In several cases, the families received phone calls from a man claiming to be the killer. He was composed, unshaken, even amused. He referenced the victims by name. He insulted grieving families, whispered, then hung up before calls could be traced. He didn't panic. He didn't rush. Someone with discipline, knowledge, and no fear of consequences. That kind of control terrified everyone more than the murders themselves. Suspects, police, husband, architect, nobody confirmed. Over the years, several names surfaced, some public, others whispered. One high-ranking officer resigned under controversy after Shannan's case was mishandled. A doctor became a key figure after Shannan died near his property. A local resident was accused by neighbors of violent behavior. Even a wealthy executive was briefly investigated, but every suspect had gaps. No one matched perfectly. No one was arrested. It was like the killer existed between ordinary identities, invisible in daylight, present only in the aftermath. Shannan Gilbert, victim or accidental catalyst? Shannan's death remains the most debated part of the story. Some say she was another LISK victim. Others vow that she panicked, ran into the marsh, drowned while running from hallucination or danger unknown. But her disappearance triggered the search that uncovered the graves. Without her, the beach might still hide its dead. Shannan became a symbol, unsolved, misunderstood, central to everything yet possibly separate from the killer entirely. Her story is a tragedy inside a tragedy. New eyes, new evidence, new hope. For years, the case sat cold. Then, modern technology changed everything. DNA databases expanded, phone data could be reconstructed. A new task force re-examined every detail with tools investigators in 2010 never had. Old witnesses were re-interviewed. New digital forensics opened old locked rooms. The killer may have believed time protected him, but time changed the game. Who was he really? Profiles suggest a white male, late 20s, 40s during the killings. Comfortable with technology, familiar with law enforcement methods. Possibly living nearby. Maybe married. Maybe a father. Maybe working a 9-to-5 while burying victims at night. He understood compulsion and control. He didn't kill in rage. He killed in routine. He might have watched news about himself, proud that he remained a ghost. Some believe he's still alive, some believe he stopped. Others fear he never stopped at all, just changed ground. Why LISK still haunts America? Gilgo Beach is quiet again. People walk dogs where bodies lay. Kids play where evidence once drowned in tide water. But silence isn't closure. Silence is memory hiding under wet sand. 10 women, 1 killer. Maybe more. No trial, no confirmed face. This story remains open, and until someone confesses or science reveals what humans couldn't, LISK is still out there in history, in suspicion, or in life itself.